You can pass your exams. You can be great at whatever it is that you choose to be great at. But you have to put in the work. You have to want it bad. You have to want it so bad that you're willing to lose sleep for it. You have to want it so bad that you're willing to lose friends over it. You have to want it so bad that you never, ever give up. Giving up is not an option. If you can dream it, you can do it. If you can think it, you can do it. And when you fail, you get up and brush yourself off and try again. You'll continue even if you're laughed at. You'll continue even when you lose. But guess what? Life is not always about where you end up. It's about the journey. It's about the attitude. It's about the discipline. It's about never giving up. It's hard to outperform everyone else in your class. Very few people are willing to endure the pain and sacrifice for what it takes to be great. They settle for average. Average is dangerous. Average is for the weak. You can be great. You can get to the next level. You can be the best in your class or the best in your university. You want to do great things, but your actions need to match your words. You need to invest in yourself. Don't let yourself be average. Average people waste their lives away every weekend for what? Not me. I'm in charge of my own life. Everything that I'm not happy with in my own life is completely my fault. It's my responsibility to fix it, no one else's.
Don't let your friends deter you. Don't let your friends distract you. Develop yourself. Show them that there is better. Show them that you are different. Improve yourself every day. Just small actions every day that build up over the course of the year. Study hard. Increase the amount of time you're studying for each day. If you're studying 6 hours a day, then aim for 7 tomorrow. But study smart too. Ask your professor questions. Get help when you need it. Read the marking criteria carefully. These things add up. Successful people don't get to where they are by following their friends or continuously trying to impress them. Instead, they lead. They don't care how other people judge them. They commit themselves to self-development. They learn continuously, study continuously. They pass their exams. Only you can do it for yourself. Nobody can do it for you. If you're not prepared, if you don't work hard, you will lose. You will not win. You will always be behind. Working hard is so fundamentally important for success. To be successful at anything, you need to work hard. Because part of you knows how good your life could be if you got it together and just studied whenever you needed to study. But another part of you wants to feel good right now, and studying doesn't make you feel good right now. You have a part of you deep inside that wants to excel in your exams, succeed in life, not just in your career, but with wealth, health, love, and happiness. But then there's another part of you that constantly wants to sacrifice studying and educating yourself and making progress for instant gratification. It's a part of you that doesn't care about the long term. It doesn't care where you're going to be in 10 years' time. A lot of people look up to and idolize those who are motivated and disciplined with their studying. But you don't need to do this. Become motivated yourself. People say, close your eyes, visualize yourself where you'll be in 5 years' time. If you stay focused and disciplined every day, you live in a mansion, you wake up, you go to the gym, which is in the next room, then you go for a swim in the pool outside, you drive to work in your Lamborghini, you walk through the door, everyone says hi, they all know you, of course they do, you're the CEO, but wait! What will happen if we continue to let procrastination take control of our life? What will happen if we keep failing and get kicked out of university and get a basic job but get fired within a few weeks? Close your eyes. Where will you be in 10 years' time? Or 20 years' time if you continue being lazy and doing nothing? How many jobs have you been fired from? How many partners have left you? How much debt are you in? How much weight have you put on? Where are your friends and family now? Because you didn't chase your dreams and you just gave up. If you're okay with that, if you're okay with the outcome and the life you will live if you don't sort your priorities out, then great, go ahead. No one's stopping you. But if it scares you, if it instills a sense of fear within you, then you better do something about it. Because your life can be every bit like you dream it. And even if you fail, well, at least you made it halfway there. At least you put in the effort and you can look at yourself in the mirror and say, I tried my best, but I lost to the better man. And I'm okay with that. And you can sleep soundly at night knowing that you gave it everything you've got. That's how I see it. I want to see how far I can go. I want to see what kind of life I can live. I want to see how high I can climb. I want to see how much I can accomplish. And once I reach that level of success, when I have wealth, health, love, and happiness in my life, I can give. I can be the best father or mother I can be. I can support my family. I can spread the love and joy that I have radiating from me. I can financially help those less fortunate than me. I can be the person that I have always dreamed of being.
Imagine this. Grade 10 student. Always been a great student. Now starts to disengage in class. They begin to fall away. Attention drifts. They don't like it.
It's too difficult, too easy, too distracting, too much pressure.
For now, forget the reason. Let's examine the result. Statistically, that student will begin to have lower marks. It may be hard to stay in the same class next year. They'll have more trouble getting the grades to enter the next level of training or get into that post-secondary.
And even though they may be smart enough to get ahead, they begin to get stuck behind.
They may be full of incredible potential, but the system starts to overlook their promise. So what's the solution?
Well, that's the beautiful part.
No matter which side of the path you're on, the answer remains the same. Dig in today. Pick up speed now.
No one else's permission but yours is needed. You are in control of your own engagement. I know PhDs who failed high school.
The world is full of millionaires the traditional system left behind.
Stephen Hawking wasted countless hours at university before finding his focus.
I can recommend theoretical physics as a career for a disabled person.
Mark Wahlberg was once going down a bad path before turning things around. Here's what happened. They didn't let disengagement win. They fought back to get on track. They found that thing that would excite them, focus their attention, motivate them in the future. They found a way. It changed everything. Imagine a student who began to disengage at a critical time in their life.
Imagine how that could have held them back.
Until they decided it wouldn't. Work out more often. Earn more money. Stop procrastinating. This drive to be better is part of being who we are. Self-improvement is not just possible, it's powerful. Yet studies tell us only 8% of people will actually reach their goals. 8%. So we have these dreams, but for most people they simply remain as dreams. So how can you be part of the 8%? Margaret Mead puts it perfectly. What people do and what they say they do are entirely different things. Most people can't make it happen. I love this quote by Maya Angelou. If you don't like something, change it. And if you can't change it, change your attitude. She puts personal change so clearly, makes it so accessible. If it's easy to make a change in your life, then do it. But if you can't make the change, if it's harder than simply making the decision, if you've tried to reach this goal before and failed, perhaps what's needed is a change of attitude, a change of mindset. You see, this is the hard part about change. If it's easy, we just do it. But if it's hard, that's where we fall short. So our goals are never the easy things. We've already done those. Our goals focus on what's hard. Confucius wrote, "It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop." Don't stop. The change you're looking for is inside. What everyone else can see will come later. 8% reach their goals. Be in that group.
I've not been put on this planet to have an average education, an average income, an average family, average health. As Steve Jobs says, I'm here to make a dent in the universe. You will never hear me complain that it's someone else's fault why I'm not getting the grades I have the potential of achieving. If I don't like where I am, I'll work harder. My current situation is a perfect reflection of the hard work or lack of work I put in. When you look at the all-time greats, there's one thing in common among them all. They all have relentless, sickening work ethic. To get to the top, you have to skip watching TV, going to every party, scrolling through social media, and wasting your time on unproductive things. Because while the average student is sleeping, you are hustling. While they're playing video games, you are working. While they're partying and doing things that don't count, you are studying. If you go through life trying to stay comfortable, life will send you more and more discomfort. You'll come across more and more problems. Life will keep trying to drag you down. Don't let that be you. Push yourself. Work hard. Stay hungry.
You have to get to know yourself. You have to know who you are. You have to know what your strengths are. You have to know what your weaknesses are, what your learning styles are, what you study best, what makes you motivated, what makes you procrastinate. Learning about yourself will change your behavior. You'll study more efficiently. You'll learn more quickly. You'll pass your exams easier. It will get you places where you've never gone before. It will take determination. It will require that you never give up. Never give up on your dreams. Never give up on your goals. Life will throw things at you. Professors will throw exams at you. Your friends will throw problems at you. Your health will throw problems at you. Even your family will inadvertently throw problems at you. No one promised life will be easy. But what is promised is that you can do it. You can become great at whatever you want to be.
I can tell you, I'm going to make my dreams become a reality. And it starts right here with my studying. The work ethic and discipline that I practice will carry me, not only through university, but through the rest of my life. I don't care how much I have to invest, how much time I have to invest, how many hurdles I have to jump through. I'm going to continue doing this until I'm successful. I love how Eric Thomas talks about his show up rule. He says, you can pretend that you care, but you can't pretend that you're there. The only way you can show that you care is if you show up. And what I'm asking you to do for me is to show up every single day. It's easy to miss a class on Monday morning when you're feeling tired. The problem is, you'll miss that one class and you'll get away with it. Then you'll miss another class, and then another, and then another. It's human nature. If we can get away with it and gain instant short-term satisfaction from it, then we keep on doing it. And it's an easy trap to fall into. That's why it's so important to not miss even one class, because it can quickly snowball into something more dangerous.
And it's funny because the more obsessed you get with your studying, the louder the haters will get. The more they will try to drag you down and pull you back down to their level. And when I say obsession, don't get me wrong. Your health and well-being should always be put first. Exercise, eat well, sleep 8 hours a night, and then study like a madman throughout the entire day. People will think you're crazy. Why are you studying so much? What's the point? Why don't you ever leave your desk? Why do you always spend so much time reading textbooks? If people don't think you're crazy, you're not yet operating at the outer limits of your potential. You're not there yet. And that's the difference between people that are good and people that are great. The good are passionate. The great are obsessed. Obsession is a necessity.
But in order to make that change, you need to be real with who you are. If you're disappointed with your grades, what could you have done differently? Did you really study to your full potential? Did you really not procrastinate at all when you were revising? And when you look deep within you, it can get raw, and it can get ugly sometimes when you're looking in the mirror. But if you're not real with who you are, then nothing's gonna change. But you will be bold and courageous enough to look in the mirror and fix what's in that mirror. And how you address it is you deal with it head on. You deal with it every day. You deal with it every single day of your life, where you say, okay, I'm not performing as well as I could in math, so I'll allocate an extra 1 hour a day towards that. And that's when growth happens. That's when life really begins.
That's the thing. Success and failure are generally slow processes. Either slowly building things up or gradually tearing them down. And that's why I say you've got to pay attention. You have to watch. You have to watch every single second. Because those seconds, they turn into minutes. And minutes turn into hours, and hours turn into days, and days turn into years. And so, that second that just went by, that counted. And so did that second. And so did that one. And in those precious seconds, you were either building or you were decaying. You were either gaining ground or you were losing ground in that second. And in every second. Every second counts. So, make every second count. All right, so Rome wasn't built in a day. We all know that. Everyone hears that. But Rome also didn't fall apart overnight either. It took hundreds of years for Rome to reach its peak, but it also took time, hundreds of years, for Rome to decay and fall apart. And that is representative of life, because you don't achieve worthwhile goals quickly or easily. They take time. They take struggle. They take relentless pursuit day in and day out. That's what it takes